It was another knockout earlier this month for Charlottetown mixed martial artist Lenny Wheeler, scoring his 9th career victory against Matt Bissett at an MMA event in Rhode Island. He took him just 39 seconds. Here's how the commentators described his most recent fight.
Co-main event of the night, 2 first-round finishes. Lenny Wheeler, who has not gone beyond the first round since 2008, didn't get there again. It took him 39 seconds, yes, 39 seconds to knock out Matt Bissett.
And Matt Bissett is a solid MMA fighter, but Lenny Wheeler, 4 years in Thailand, obviously this guy's hard as rock.
Wheeler's 9th career victory, Bissett's 7th loss.
Now, Lenny Wheeler is also hoping a new reality TV show will help him break into the big leagues of mixed martial arts. He traveled to Japan back in March, where he filmed the first 5 episodes of a television series called Fight Xchange 2. On the show, 4 fighters from Canada are paired up with 4 from Japan. They live together, they train together, and then they fight each other with the TV cameras rolling. Wheeler was a last-minute replacement when one of the Canadians couldn't make the trip. Let's look back on that this morning on Russell's Roadshow. Nancy talks to Lenny Wheeler about the experience of his life, Fight Xchange 2.
This is the story of 6 mixed martial artists.
This is a clip from Season 1 of Fight Xchange. In the first season, the Canadians were paired up with fighters from Brazil. In Japan, the format was the same. As the cameras rolled, the mixed martial arts competitors lived together and trained together. Lenny Wheeler was a last-minute addition to the cast.
At first, I didn't even know it was a TV show. I thought it was just a fight. The guy got injured that was supposed to go, and I took his place. First of all, I hurt my thumb really bad the first day training, so I was not really able to train. One of the Japanese fighters went for a takedown, and I was trying to tell him that we were coming out of the mats and we were going to land on the concrete. Maybe the language barrier, but he didn't kind of listen, and he just kept running me, and I got off balance, and I fell and popped my thumb.
Your storyline turned into, whether you intended it or not, to be kind of overcoming adversity?
Yeah, pretty much. I had to overcome the thumb, train basically what I could, and then the weight cut was pretty dramatic.
What do you use for shaving cream? Soap? Okay. Fresh haircut and a fresh shave. Grind is real, bro. I'll make weight, but I won't enjoy it.
I deplete my food, almost down to 0 food, and deplete my water down to 0, and then sit in a sauna until I lose all the weight.
30 pounds.
Yeah, 30 pounds. I'm not really sure how much of it's going to be shown on TV because I actually showed up to weigh-ins. I was wearing a sauna suit, and I was naked underneath.
What were you going through physically at that point?
It was really hard. I cut 14 pounds Thursday night, and then Friday I woke up and I cut 10. And I was still 2 pounds over, so we took a cab. It was an hour drive, and we blasted the heat the whole hour drive, and I was completely depleted, had no water in me. And then I got there. I still missed weight by 1 pound, and I had to ride a bike for an hour straight with 15 sweaters on me. It was horrible. The producer of the show was actually yelling at the commission. He was like, "This guy's gonna die. You want him to die for 1 pound? Just let him fight." And yeah, they were all pretty worried about me.
As part of the TV show, Lenny Wheeler and the other Canadians also got to experience Japanese culture, including hiking up into the mountains to train with a karate master.
So yeah, there's a waterfall, and then it was a nice river. We're way up in a mountain, really high.
Meditate daily, but meditating out in nature is a whole other experience, man. Especially with this waterfall.
Wheeler says having the cameras there added to the challenge of preparing for the big fight.
I didn't expect it to be so hard. We were training every night at 8, but we'd have to leave at 5 because the cameras had to set up, so it would be 5 all the way till midnight before we got in, and we'd only train for 2 hours, so it was pretty exhausting.
What other things did you do for the TV show?
Yeah, we explored Japan. We explored some outdoor stuff. I can't tell too much, you know. And we trained with ex-UFC fighters. Yeah, it's going to be really cool.
Grind is real.
TJ, he's 17 years old. He had to go to Japan because Canada won't let him fight pro. He's a character on the show with us. And then there's Lindsay Garbat. She was a ex-pro boxer. That's Aaron right here. He's the producer of the show.
So obviously you learned a lot about reality TV through this too.
Yeah, mostly that it's not very reality. But no, it's cool. It's kind of like a hurry up and wait kind of thing. It's a little bit stressful that way. Yeah, this is at weigh-ins. I'm 145 here.
And then there was the fight.
Oh, it was pretty big. Like, I didn't even look him up, you know, and then I found out, yeah, he was 5th ranked in Japan, and he was like, he had like 17 fights already, and I was like, okay, well, it's going to be good.
Can you tell me how the fight went?
Yeah, I knocked him out in 18 seconds.
What was that like, 18 seconds?
It's so bittersweet because I wanted to, like, fight longer and get experience, but it was pretty sweet, too, like, to knock a guy out like that and just show the Japan people, like, what Canada's all about.
You also have a second part to Fight Xchange. Tell me about the second part.
So the second part is going to be taking place down in London, Ontario. There'll be 4 guys coming down from Japan, and we're all going to train on adrenaline. I'm going to live in a house with them and I guess help them because they don't really speak English. And then they're going to all fight in Canada. Same guy that hurt my thumb, yeah, he's coming.
What is it going to be like when your family and friends here on P.E.I. get to see the TV show?
Oh, I'm pretty excited for that. Like, I don't want my mom to see the weight cut because she'll go crazy every time I have to go fight now because it was pretty extreme. But I'm excited for my friends to see and my family to see because I only fought twice on the East Coast, so they have never really seen it. Like, the whole time, even like on the stuff that was hard for us and when we were dieting and we were cranky and we had to do things that we didn't want to do, I always had that positive thing in my head, like, this is crazy, like, I'm in Japan. Oh, nothing but good stuff, yeah.
For Island Morning, I'm Nancy Russell in Charlottetown.
And the second part of Fight Xchange 2 in Canada has been shot, and the series is now in post-production. It's scheduled to air this fall on the Super Channel.